tips, measuring food.
Right, so measuring food. I like to give my dog 2 cups of food a day. What's the best way to measure that out?
What's a cup?
Yeah, well, my particular cup, so it's, I don't know, it's 100 grams. So she gets 200 grams a day of her regular kibble. And so what I like to do then is those 2 cups I'll keep separate. Oh, bless you, Gusty. I hope you heard the burping.
That was a big burp from Gus in the middle of that.
It wasn't me.
So 2 cups, yeah.
2 cups a day.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like to split those 2 cups up. One of those cups then becomes dinner. One becomes breakfast and dinner rather.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she gets half of a cup for her breakfast, half of a cup for her dinner. The other cup that I would normally give at those times becomes then training food.
Yeah.
For her, and then I mix in a few nice, better smelling treats, and then that becomes a much better, much nicer for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there's some food in there for you. Where's a treat? Oh, you want a treat as well? There you go. I'm lying. There's no treats left. She doesn't care.
She just eats everything.
Loves her food, don't you? You've just been good.
She just eats that. But we never feed in bowls.
No, there's no point in feeding a bowl.
People come to our course, we know that. Never feed in bowl. Waste of time.
Bowls for water.
Waste of time. For water only, absolutely. So it's because I feed in a slightly different way. I usually measure out. He's got a big measuring thing like that, and he has 3/4 of it, or 3/4 to 7/8. How do I know how to change? Because depends. Sometimes if dogs are doing a bit more exercise, they need a bit more food, just like we do. Less in my case, but that's another story. And I just keep a watch on him. Go stand a minute. Good boy. You should be able, when you're looking on top of a dog, perhaps add a picture into here, but when you're looking on top of a dog, you should be able to see a waist come in there, just behind the back legs. So you see the dog looking from above, you can see that shape, which you can see beautifully on him. From where I'm looking, you won't be able to see it on there, but that's what you're looking for. When you're looking from the side, you're looking for a nice stomach. Good. Stand. Good. You're looking for the stand. Good boy. You're looking for the stomach to come up and in at the top there. You should be able to feel the ribs, but without any excess fat on them. Unlike me, we're not going to do it on me because there's far too much fat on there. But how the dog should look is you should be able to feel a covering. We don't want dogs that are too thin, but we don't want them to get overweight. And so those are the things to look at. And particularly they're looking from above. If you can see that slightly come in shape at the waist, then you know your dog's about right. Sit beautifully on tippy there as well. So we know these dogs are getting about the right amount of food. And if your dog seems to be losing weight and getting too thin and the ribs are sticking out, feed them a bit more. Mm-hmm. If you're losing that little inwards waist, then you feed them a bit less. And that's how you work it out, basically. And then using it for training.
Because then you're not spoiling the diet, are you?
No, absolutely.
Yeah, because if you're giving treats the whole time for all your different 5-minute training, 2-minute training,
you can be unbalancing the diet big time.
Because it's always treats.
Because all dog foods are really, they're put together to be a proper, complete nutrition. So if we're adding too much extra, then that's been messed about. Not good for the dogs. Be careful. Obviously, there's all sorts of diets. We could do another training tip on diets.
Good.
We've done